Pistons fans, what's going on? It's your boy King, man. Pistons lose a tough game at TD Garden versus the Boston Celtics tonight. K probably has the worst shooting game of his career. Ivy plays well. Killian Hayes comes out of his shooting slump. A lot to talk about. Let's dig in. All right, Pistons fans, let's look into this game. First and foremost, Boston was absolutely red hot tonight, man. Could not be stopped. Our perimeter defense just was not there tonight. And even when it was at moments, man, the guys still just knocked down shots, man. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, unstoppable pretty much, man. It's almost like they took turns tonight. But you can't let a guy like Hauser get off. You know what I'm saying? One thing with this young team, what you got to understand is, yeah, if you got a Jaylen Brown and you got, Jason Tatum, other guys can't get off. You got to get rid of the other guys. If you want to beat the Boston Celtics in TD Garden, that's what has to happen. Everybody else has to be a zero out there. Your perimeter defense cannot be that lax. You cannot let some random guys that literally have one job to do when they get in the game get off like that. No way you're going to be successful on the road, especially in TD Garden, playing against the Celtics team. Tough night for Cade tonight, man. Our guy, man. Cade is having a hell of a start to his season statistically, but tonight it just wasn't there for him. Shots wouldn't fall. Everybody has those nights. Maybe the worst shooting game of his career, but one thing I want to see Cade do on a night like tonight is not press. You know what I'm saying? If your shot is not falling, go out there and start looking for your other teammates. Jaden Ivey had it going tonight. I'm looking for Jaden Ivey. I'm setting him up. I'm trying to get Sadiq Bey going. Those are the type of things that you want to see. But obviously, it's easy for us to say, right? Because we're at home and they're out there on the court. You want to get it going. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have that type of shooting performance. You don't want to let your team down. That's the mindset of a basketball player, right? But yeah, like I said, definitely wish we were playing a back-to-back and we can go to New York and restart instantly, but that's not the case. But we will be facing Boston after New York. So he gets to running back against, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and the crew. But yeah, like I said, obviously every player experiences that one game where they just cannot get anything going. You know what I'm saying? And tonight was his night. But, like I said, next game, I expect Cade to be right back into his regular form. I don't think this is something that we see. I think that's quite evident, right? I shouldn't have to explain that, right? But tough game for him. Very tough game for him. Ivy on the flip side, had a really good game. Was out there attacking the basket, making some passes, man. Once again, absolutely a stud as far as rebounding out there. That's one thing that you really didn't expect from Ivy to do. So it's kind of a surprise, that he's rebounded so well. But attacking the basket, man, kind of struggled with his shot at moments and spots, but, was able to knock something down as well. Played well out there. I wish he had more of an opportunity to go out there and, have himself a game. But Dwayne Casey, towards the end of the game, sat him for an extended period. I don't know why, but, I'm not even going there tonight, right? When you got Killian Hayes going like he is tonight, I think you have to sit Diallo down and say, hey, Ivy, I want to put you out there, because that way you got two guards going and two guards who are also looking to find teammates. Killian and Sadiq Bey definitely was fighting, but it ended up not being enough. On the defensive side of the ball, it just wasn't enough. Hauser was killing us from three-point land. So I don't know, man. Didn't really do the best job towards the end of the game. if from a coaching staff standpoint. To me, that's to me personally. And then, Corey Joseph and Magruder them got in the game. I don't know if the game is finished yet. That's all I needed to see. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, hell of a performance from Killian tonight. Very aggressive, going to the basket, use his body on one possession tonight, and it's something that I wish he would do more often. He is 6'5" and he's solid. Use that body, bump guys off of you, man, and get yourself a free shot right at the basket, and that's what he did on that possession, man. Knocked down some 3-point shots tonight. Definitely gonna do his thing on defense. That's automatic. So, it's encouraging to see that, because this is the Killian we seen in preseason, right? We had the 20-point game with the 7 assists, 4 rebounds, somewhere around there. We were getting used to that. So I think last game against OKC, he snapped himself out of that funk. He was getting it going. Even though Dwayne Casey took him out the game, he was getting himself going. And I think this is something that we can see start to build towards what we got used to seeing, towards the last part of the season, where he was somewhere around that 10 to 12 point area. And then also in preseason. So good for Killian, man. Anytime you get that type of performance, you get a glimpse of what Troy Weaver saw when he drafted a Killian Hayes. The playmaking ability of the defense are already good, but when he's going on defense like that, it turns him into a whole different player. It takes him to a whole different universe as a player. You know what I'm saying? So good for him tonight. Isaiah Stewart, foul trouble, man. Very frustrated tonight. Very frustrated. He ended up getting a technical foul. They were giving him some little soft calls out there. A lot of acting and flopping going on. So I feel Zay. You know what I'm saying? He should have been pissed. But, like I said, still ended up with a double-double. Zay is, man, he's such a force, when he's out there doing his thing. But sometimes I just feel like when the right players are not provided out there with him, man, it puts him in some situations where, it kind of dampers what you can get out of him. You know what I'm saying? I want that help side guy out there, with Zay. I want that guy who's, the help side defender. You see Jalen Duren, he's an excellent help side defender. But Dwayne Casey just does not put that lineup out there with Stu and Jalen Duren. I wish he would play Stu at the 4 and put him out there with Jalen. Not in garbage time where you got Corey Joseph and Rodney McGruder, out there as your guards. I want to see that, when you got Cade and Ivy out there, when you got Killian and Ivy out there, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. We'll see. Can't wait till Bagley gets back. Helps that lineup a whole lot. But yeah, it's just something that we just gonna have to keep an eye on, man. But the Pistons cannot go out and allow other guys, man, guys off the bench. Even though Malcolm Brogdon went out. Before he went out, he was starting to knock down shots, man. So, but the other guys can't exist. If you want to be successful, the other guys cannot exist. That's classic Pistons 101 basketball right there. Let Shaq and Kobe get off, but ain't nobody else doing nothing. Fisher, good night. You know what I'm saying? All these other guys on the team, good night. Let them guys get off. They go for 30, 40 points. A piece, fine. That's only 60 to 70 points. You need more than that to beat us. You know what I'm saying? So everybody else has to be, pretty much made zero if you want to be successful. So, like I said, long season, man. Long season. A lot of matchups. We getting ready to go on some tough 8-game swing, man, with these road games, man. It's about to be tough, right? So I want to see the Pistons pick up a few encouraging wins, man, before we get right into that. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's gonna be tough. But we here for it, right? We are here for it. I said I wouldn't have it no other type of way, man. I want them to play the best teams in this league. It helps with them as far as developing and learning out there on the court when you got a bunch of young guys like that. So we ain't gonna get into that. I already talked to y'all about that. Let's enjoy the rest of this night. And I'll catch you guys the next game versus New York, man. Y'all be safe. Peace.